It's your boy Jim. Stop being dirty. Stop eating dirty. Listen, there's gonna be setbacks in life. Like I tell y'all, a lot of times my advice, my rants, my whatever you want to call it, it comes from things that I want to do, things that I'm going through, or things that I've been through. And like currently, like I'm a little stressed right now because it's like I'm in the cardio room, and the reason behind y'all see me doing so much cardio is not because cardio is great, keeps the heart going, longevity is great for the muscles. It's just so many great things for cardio, especially when you're lifting heavy, you know, you're eating your meals and whatever the case. But really, it's because I'm dealing with a badass shoulder injury. Messed up my shoulder back in February, actually going for an MRI on Tuesday because the pain went from the front to the back. Listen, the whole point is this: shit happens. You know, my shoulder messed up, so what do? Work on legs, work on stomach. I do back. I even found out there's motions that'll like hurt my arm if I do it this way, but if I do it this way, it don't. So the point is this, man, there's gonna be setbacks. You gotta work around that shit. You gotta push through. You can't let the setbacks defeat you. Without setbacks, what you're going for will never be as glorious as when you do obtain it without having things that try to mess it up in between. Cause easy to block was easy to block. Oh my God. Yo, salute to everybody again. Rocking that merch, copping that merch. Appreciate y'all. I got a ton load still coming my way too. Different flavors and all that. Like now that I know how the hoodies fit and shit like that. This is medium right here. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to go for the large because like I could rock a nobody cares what happened. So I rewatched the battle. Rewatched it today, you know, because there's been I like watching the battle. I don't watch anyone else's blogs, don't do none of that, the tweets. I go right into my own opinion because I'm only human. A lot of times you could be swayed even if you don't think you could be, even if you don't think you are. You tend to, oh, let me look out for this or look out for that. I like to just give it raw, authentic recap because I need to do that for whoever watches this channel, comes back to this channel, enjoys this channel. They get all of my pure opinion because that's how I like doing it. Just one watch, boom. As far as the rewatch, with all that being said, in between my recap and this rewatch, I seen a couple other recaps, seen a bunch of other tweets, had my homies hitting me up, everybody's opinions on this, and basically the general consensus of what I gathered from all these people talking to me and what I've seen is I should watch the battle again because a few people do have Reed winning it. This was not a 3-0. Even though I was very adamant in saying that round one could definitely go either way. It was just my preference on first watch. I was seeing people saying that Eazy was doing a lot of stumbling and over his words and things like that. I didn't notice it as much as I did watching it again. You know, all the little critiques and shit like that. So I said, you know what? Let me apply what y'all saying and go watch the battle again. So first and foremost, what I want to say about this battle, if you look at this battle, put yourself as someone who grew up and lived in Philadelphia, in the hood of Philly. Put your mind state, you grew up in the gritty, looking up to Reed, looking up to the NHs, Rockwood Kaboom, like y'all into the Cassidy, Beans, all that Philly, you know what I'm saying? Southwest, up, all that, right? You grew up there, so picture that. Now, once you get out of prison and you could this battle was for Philly, bro. This was a Philly, like I can see this being a Philly classic. This is not a battle rap classic. Y'all need to relax with that word a little bit, just a little bit. It's not a classic. For Philly, I can see it being a classic. Now I'm gonna give you two judgments here. I'm picturing myself from Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching this battle. This was the Reed I wanted to see if I'm from Philly. This was, I'll take it as far as saying, I don't think anyone in that room, I think the majority of that room would have gave Reed Dollars the win. I think anyone from Philly's gonna give Reed Dollars this win. Reed talked that this is how we grew up. Reed talked that I was over here, you wasn't over there. Reed talked that, like I was saying in my first blog, a bunch of shit that it would have even landed to people who wasn't from Philly. And don't look up to Reed. It would have landed to all the battle rap fans if he just, for me, didn't do that talk to Surf, Rex, Big K, Ill Will. Like, I hear that every battle. I've heard it. And the thing is, he's had haymakers that landed using his credibilities and with his come up. Like with Rum Nitty about, son, for seeing a hook. I've been doing this before Jazz knew how to be in his look. Like, that was hilarious. That he did the against Sue Surf. He had a part in there where he was going crazy talking about y'all was all watching me. But when I hear it for the 10th time, it just don't hit as much. It just don't hit as much. It's like cheating on your girl. Like, a majority of people who cheat on their girl, it's always with a girl who ain't as bad. It's something different. I'm not cheating is whack. Don't do it. But if you do it, it happens a lot that way because it's just new. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite meal is steak, but sometimes you want a dirty cheeseburger. I get it. And I just feel like that was my big critique on it. If I didn't hear it so much, it would have landed better for us. But it still lands the same way crazy for Philly because it's like, word. If this was true, it's like, yo, we don't know Eazy. Eazy wasn't around. Yeah, we was in this era. Eazy, you wasn't outside. You wasn't. Like, it almost took away his Philly credibility in Philly. If it was true, and even if it's not true, the way he worded it, I'm looking at it again from a Philly's point of view. Now let's get back to the generally just rewatching. Round one, I said it yesterday. That wasn't a great round one from Eazy. Like, but this is me judging Eazy, knowing how lit he can get. That wasn't a 10 Eazy at all. And if Reed had a little bit more on that round, time-wise, it would have been a clear first. But it's a debatable. I'm gonna keep it real. Second watch, I got Reed taking the first. I got him taking the first. Like, I feel like, yes, all this, Philly this, Philly that, I'm this, you ain't that. If he would have just kept all that in the first, he wouldn't go on to lose. Let's continue the blog. But hear what I'm saying. He could have, even with me saying it was so repetitive because he said it in a bunch of other battles, he also did that, he carried that angle in every round. So not only did I hear it in a bunch of other battles, but you did it every round. If you just one round, I'm this, you ain't that, you wasn't around, then did some different angles, then he, like, more punches. I want to say, too, there was more punches I caught from Reed as well. Bro, let me put it this way. Round one goes to Reed. Round three, to me, was Eazy's best round. And also, that time, the fact that Eazy rapped longer than Reed in that third, it really makes it more clear. I think Eazy would have won that round regardless. Even if they both rapped for 3 minutes, Eazy would have won that round. I like his round better. They ain't no taking that round away. But that round looks even more clear. The fact that it feels like Reed cut his round short. You can't let someone as good as Eazy rap longer than you. You got a big K that. Reed, you can give the first two. Round three, you giving to Eazy. If you giving Reed the third, you just don't like Eazy. If you thinking Eazy clearly won round one, you don't like Reed. Reed took the first, Eazy took the third. This battle comes down to the second round, in which I feel if Reed would have had less of the similarities of what he was spoken about in the first, and more punches, even though he had that ill chopper line, I think it was in the second, it was a good second. Again, seems shorter than Eazy's. But I just feel like when Eazy gave you that overall, what you're looking for as a general battle rap fan, he spoke personals, he spoke name flips, he spoke everything in that round. Whereas Reed's rounds were for Philly. Eazy's rounds were for Philly and battle rap. I think this could be a 2-1 Reed Dollars if you're from Philly. I think this is a W for Reed Dollars if you're from Philly. But if you are not from Philly and that shit doesn't mean as much to you, I got Eazy to block taking rounds 2 and 3, Reed taking round 1 on the rewatch, but the battle is dope. It's not a classic, but I was entertained watching it twice, and I just watched it yesterday and I watched it today. So it's a good battle. Salute to Eazy, salute to Reed, salute to everybody telling me to watch it again. I'm more leaning towards now reading that first, but I got Eazy taking that 2 and 3, 3 clearly, 2 he got it, and that's how I'm calling it. That's how I'm sticking with it, and that's how we leaving it. Hey, let me know what y'all think. Did y'all watch the battle? Go cop the pay-per-view. What do y'all think? You got Reed, you got Eazy. Is this a classic? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree? Let me know. Salute to both of them. It was a good Reed. It was a good Eazy. It wasn't the best Eazy though, but he still came off with the win. Guy's dangerous. We're gonna talk about Eazy's next battle, where it's gonna be at, and that's gonna be very exciting. And he gonna have to be double this. Cause like again, bruh, this was not a bad Reed. If Reed would have just had more punches in this, we having a different conversation. But he catered this too much to Philly. But if that was the point of this battle for Reed, that's a W for Reed. Let me know what y'all think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the Stop Being Dirty merch, the Oh My God merch, all kind of shit going down. We added more merch next week, literally working on it right now. Gonna be posted up next week. Thank you everybody who's been supporting me. Subscribe to the channel and stop being dirty.